What's going on, guys? Mr. Godge here, bringing you brand new Corbacraft news. I believe this is number 9, or possibly 10. No, it's number 9, because we're almost to double digits. And today's going to be very brief, I hope, at least. I've got some exciting announcement to make for you guys, and some information, I guess, kind of what's going on. As you know, we haven't made a ton of new changes to the server recently that you're aware of. We haven't done much in-game other than the addition of parkour, which is pretty cool, but it's also down right now because we're doing something with it. But anyways, besides the point. So let's jump into what this Corbacraft news is about, which is the new hardcore survival server that we have just began working on. Now, let's talk about the server. Now, hardcore typically is, okay, you die, you're done. That's kind of what we're going for here, but we're kind of trying to make sure you guys can play on it again more than once. You can have more chances. So what we've decided to do is whenever you die on our hardcore survival server, you get banned from just that server for 1 week. So for example, I go out there and I get a bunch of loot, whatever, I get some land claimed and my items and all that good stuff, and then I die. Okay, well now I can't play for 7 more days until 7 more days is up on that server. That's kind of the idea behind it. It's something that I've always wanted to do for a while. There's just never really been a great way of doing it. And we've never had a great time to do it except for now. Now it seems to be the best possible time for this. As we're back up into the 60s, 70s player count range, hopefully we'll get, some more activity on there. And I'm actually going to do a series on the hardcore server. So if anyone's interested in joining me on that, tune in on the series and there'll be more information about that. But yeah, so that's kind of something we got coming here in the works. Right now there's no set release date, and all the fine-tuned details aren't really sorted. Some of the things we do have sorted for sure is donor ranks will not receive any in-game advantages. They will receive things such as /nick and colored chat and colored signs and stuff like that, but they will not receive fly or anything like that. The reason for that is obviously we want to keep this as balanced as possible and make sure it's still as interesting as possible for everyone involved. Especially if staff are playing in it. If staff are playing in it, we want to make sure that when we're, obviously not playing and whatnot, that everyone's kind of held to that same standard, which is going to make it a lot more balanced, a lot more fun, and there's actually some statistics that will be tracked along with it. And while I'm on that topic, one of the statistics, probably the main statistic as of right now, is the days survived. So we'll actually keep track of how many days people have survived, and the people with the top 5 survived days will actually be displayed there on the hardcore server, which is pretty cool. We might do some reward system for that, but I'm not sure yet. We might do like weekly challenges as well. I don't know. There's a lot we can do here with this, and I'm kind of excited for it. Some things to note about the hardcore server. It will not be PvP. It will have land claims. There will be no set homes. There will be no TPing. There is no /spawn command even as of right now. That's subject to change, but most likely won't be happening. The reason being is because we want it to be as vanilla as possible, and we want you guys to kind of be really creative with how you play the server. I feel like that's a big aspect of it. So how it'll work, you'll spawn in on the ocean on this little platform. You'll be given a boat, a bed, and some food. You're able to take the ocean or take the boat and go out, and then you begin your adventure. You can live with a bunch of people or you can live alone. It's totally up to you. You can tell people your coordinates or you can hide your coordinates. It doesn't matter. I mean, there's no right or wrong way to really play it. As for staffing on the server, there will be staff on that server. However, the only thing staff will be able to do is mute, kick, ban, and jail. They won't be able to TP to you to see who stole your items if you forget to land claim your land. They won't be able to TP to you if you die and you lose your items for lag reasons. Lag reasons are not going to be an excuse. If you die because of lag, you're still going to be facing the week ban. That's just how it has to be. Otherwise, we'd be dealing with clustered issues of that. And what else? Staff are mainly responsible for making sure people are not causing issues in chat and that there's not hackers and whatnot. Anyone caught hacking will be perm banned from the entire network forever. And yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. Staff will be able to do a couple other things, such as the typical things they can do in the past. Aside, they won't be able to do anything that alters gameplay, though. They'll be able to kick, jail, mute, ban. There you go. Covered it. That's all you need for that. They won't be able to claim your land for you and whatnot. You're going to have to learn how to do that yourself if you don't know how. And they won't be able to return items for you if you lose them to dropping them on the floor an hour before. There's a lot more personal responsibility, so it's going to be interesting, and I'm super excited for it because I'm super excited to start a series again that I enjoy and that's interesting, and and so on and so forth. It will use this same update protocol as the other two servers, meaning when 1.16 comes out, 1.15 world will remain, the 1.16 world will be added, and when 1.17 comes out, 1.15 world will be removed, and 1.16 will be remained. So keep that in mind. It's not really a huge deal until 1.17, but whenever 1.16 world comes around, I imagine a lot of people are going to be moving over. While we're on the topic of 1.16, a lot of it has to do with nether changes. This is going to be the same protocol for all servers. All servers nether and end will reset before when the 1.16 nether stuff and all that comes out. Obviously, we're trying to save world space, and then, there shouldn't be any building in the nether end anyways at this point in time, as we typically reset those randomly. Now, what's that mean for Enderman farms, Blaze farms, and such? Well, unfortunately, you're going to have to remake them again on the 1.16 nether. So, yeah, that's going to be how that works. I think I touched on pretty much everything hardcore server related. I don't think I'm missing any details. I understand this wasn't the most organized explanation of this, but there will be a little forum post here in the next couple weeks or so before it comes out, because it is going to be a couple weeks before it does come out, explaining kind of everything I've already touched on here in a more readable format. And not in a more readable format, in a readable format. The last thing to touch on really quick here is the new series we've started on the YouTube channel. It's the interview series. If you haven't checked that out, go check it out. I interview staff members, players, and so on and so forth. Information about how you can get interviewed will be on the forums here in the next couple of days. With that being said, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning into this Corbacraft News. Hopefully you are looking forward to hardcore as much as I am. And until next time, please comment, like, subscribe, tell me your opinions, tell me your ideas, tell me everything you want to tell me. And I will see you later. Also, hardcore may or may not have the same shop plugin as Alex. I haven't decided yet. The reason being, it'll just make things a little bit easier to trade and whatnot, so that will be there. But remember, there's no warps, so when you place your shop, kind of use some common sense. Or if you're going to build a community or a town, use some common sense as well with your shop placements. But anyways, I don't need to tell you guys how to play, because it's going to be totally up to you. So with that being said, guys, please comment, like, subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you all later.